Grand Admiral Thrawn and Darth Revan. Two of the hottest names in Star Wars when it comes to strategic geniuses. Pitting the two against one another is a dispute, but in my opinion, it doesn't really come close as many people feel. I have the opinion that Admiral Thrawn is the superior strategist. Before you Old Republic fanboys lynch me, I'm speaking as a person who is biased towards the Old Republic, so just hear me out. Both Thrawn and Revan have won great victories to their names. Thrawn nearly brought the New Republic to its knees with only an Imperial remnant under his command, even bringing the war to the Republic capital of Coruscant itself, all against an enemy superior in numbers. Revan commanded the entirety of the Republic military and almost single-handedly turned the tide against the Mandalorians, who years earlier were the ones who were on the offensive, pushing into Republic space and ravaging worlds on the Outer Rim. But do note that they are fighting two different wars right here, and the tactics employed are vastly different. Thrawn's campaign was that of guerrilla warfare, hitting a numerically superior enemy at weak spots and disappearing into the shadows. The Mandalorian wars were more of an attritional battle, with conventional armies fighting against one another on the battlefield. Thrawn was almost always outnumbered in the battles he fights, and if he does win, it's by defeating his enemy in detail, not Revan. According to Canderous, a veteran of the Mandalorian Wars, the Republic armies outnumbered the Mandalorians 5-1. And don't get me started on the immense economical advantage the Republic has due to the industrial might and riches of the core worlds. Supply lines and logistics may be a challenge to bring war materials and manpowers for the armies on the battlefield, but if you fight an attritional war, the party with the superior industry will almost ultimately always win. The Mandalorians had to spend years stockpiling their colonies to prepare for the invasion of the Republic, not to mention training their children from young for battle. And by the war's end, they have lost an entire generation of these warriors, let alone their homeworld was just ravaged. And they have to bear the loss of men and material and resources through years of fighting. Revan's tactics exploited the Republic's advantage in manpower and resources, allowing some worlds to fall while heavily fortifying others, such that the Mandalorians weren't able to break through. The Republic's military response at the beginning of the war may be lacking, but Revan single-handedly reformed it into a cohesive force to strike back against the warrior race. Oh, and don't forget, Revan had Jedi Knights to employ in his battle plans as well. Not to discount Revan's achievements, but I feel that Thrawn's campaign against the New Republic was a stronger uphill battle. Imagine being a military man, spending years in the fringes of unknown space, deployed to research and guard against an unknown enemy that never came, only to return to your home galaxy to find it under a new authority. Perhaps under a leader like Thrawn, you'll be inspired to fight against superior odds, and fight well Thrawn's men did. But how much can morale push a materially and mentally exhausted fleet with no external support deep into enemy territory? Are only a stopgap solution, and eventually the Republic material advantage will always catch up. And of course, we have to talk about Revan's obvious advantage as a Jedi. Kreia said that Revan was the heart of the Force, but she has also spoken about how deeply the Jedi have come to rely on the Force. They are almost nothing. I believe that the Force would give Revan a superior advantage against Thrawn, who has trouble accounting for such a mysterious force in his plans and strategies. But if the Force is really helping Revan, how much of this strategic genius is actually him? That is a tricky question to answer. But ultimately, if we were to put Thrawn and Revan on equal footing, I believe that a man who had nothing else to rely on except his own intellect would take the prize as a champion. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. And a while back, I did a theoretical conversation between Revan and Thrawn. So if that's something that you would like to see, do check out that video right here. And if you would like to see more things related to Star Wars, the Old Republic, maybe some artificial intelligence or animations, do check out the rest of my channel.